big superstar in the building. We have a bloody civilian.
Wow. Hi.
Hey, thank you guys for
you?
having me. I'm good. How are you guys?
Very well, thank
Very well,
you.
very well.
It's good to have you in the studio. It's so wild that this is the first time I'm talking to you on the radio. That's so interesting. I feel like it should have happened a long time ago.
Exactly.
But now is a good time.
Exactly.
As any.
It's never too late. I'm excited to see you guys.
Hello. You look really nice, by the way.
Thank you.
I want to mention that for a long time, you've always mentioned that you always wanted to sing. You've been writing songs for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And you obviously, the plan, some people would say, was to always do music. So you studying engineering, was that a safety net? If music doesn't work, maybe engineering at the end of the day?
First, you guys' sound is amazing here. And then second, yes, I started off with engineering. And obviously, I feel like the 9-to-5 lifestyle is definitely not something that I would have been able to keep up with.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that I had this hobby that actually also paid off. Actually, you know what? I think I scammed myself because I went from 9-to-5 to 247. So
It works.
I guess. I want to say that I think that your name is very interesting. I've always thought so. I think it's a very peculiar name, and it feels like there's satire in there somewhere. So I want to know, what does that name mean to you? Like, why did you decide to go with that? Because that's what, like, the military is like, blood, you this bloody civilian. You know?
Yeah, so obviously, well, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm from the north. So with the military violence on my people, because I'm a minority, it's like I just felt, okay, if this term is being used derogatory against my people, then I want to like reimagine what that name means and like as my form of rebellion. So yeah, that's how I got the idea for the name.
I for one want to go straight to the music, and I realized that your EP Anger Management dropped last year. Really nice. I feel like it was too good for just 6 records. How hard was it to cramp down just 6 records on that particular project?
Wow. It's like I took a lot of years to write different songs at different times. So I pretty much just put together a small taste of the different things that I can do all on that one EP. So yeah, it was quite tight, but I had to just pick, because for a new artist who's going to listen to more than 6 songs, that's
a lot of people actually, because they're listening to you.
And your music is great as well.
Thank you.
When the EP dropped, Anger Management, obviously, I'm sure family members, friends, did anybody approach you and say, why are you so angry? What's with the anger in the music?
I mean, I had already changed my SIM card, so I was clear off it. The only thing is, my mom calling to be like, oh, people said they saw this, that. And at the beginning, she was obviously nervous because up north, we're very modest as compared to the different cultures around. So yeah, but she's gotten over it now.
I'm sure. And for me as well, with artists outside of the music, I also fall in love with their aesthetics. I'm into the color arts and the music videos and stuff. And I realized that Anger Management had you like solo on the cover art. It's a bit like there was some form of solitude happening there. And then when you did the Anger Management, at least we tried, it looked kind of bright. It was a little brighter and stuff. So does that reflect in the sound as well? Is it like, okay, I'm
actually so shocked you picked that out, because that's exactly what I was doing. I was like, okay, I did the first one alone, and now I have friends around me, and it was fun actually getting the verses and interacting with artists for the first time. So that's actually why the art changed to be more exciting,
brighter.
I
want to talk about your antecedents on social media.
I mean, I like your sense of humor. You're always trolling. You have a nice collection of memes, I see.
A lot of things are happening on there, but let's talk about the one that a lot of people picked up on. It was I think one point in time where Wizkid put you up on his story and said he loved your sound and loved you as an artist.
Yes.
Do you think that you needed that cosign of validation, or you already knew you were the baddest?
Of course. Like, people are taking me seriously now, and shout out to Wizkid, because a good cosign, even if we don't actually get to work on an actual song, a cosign goes a long way. Sometimes it can do more than a feature itself. So yeah.
You like that?
I'm grateful, yeah.
Okay, so back to your trolling, right? I feel like you're hilarious. And so I want to know, what kind of humor like are you into? Like when you're trying to laugh for your own self, what kind of humor are you into? And then more importantly, in these times where I feel like artists can be a bit guarded, what makes you so free in your expression of like your sense of humor? You know, now you can say one thing and so many people will take it out of context, but you seem quite at home with like what it is that you post. So what it is that influences that?
I think it's because I came in already. My first song was called How to Kill a Man. So I already ripped the band-aid on a lot of things. It was definitely an icebreaker, not even an icebreaker, an ice smasher. Because I walk in the room and people have so many questions. Why is your name this? Why is this song? So I already felt, okay, people will criticize pretty much everything about what I do. And I might as well just, live my life, because people who know me in real life know I love to have a good time. I love people that make me laugh. Like, I love laughing and I appreciate humor. So I'm happy that people find me funny. It's a flex.
I saw an interview where you mentioned that you don't get to listen to yourself. Is there a reason why that you don't do that though?
Because if you listen to your music over and over again, you start liking it. It's like you're playing the same psychology on yourself. I don't want to be carried away by my own sound, and also I don't want to live within the moment of like an EP or an album and my head is just stuck there. The moment you hear a song, I'm probably several eras away from that, because I just try new things every couple of months and I'm onto something new. So I just don't want a setting where I'm like brooding on this one thing I made and I feel like I can't make anything better.
Yeah, but then, people argue that you're always, most of your records, you produce those records. Are you going to trust anybody to be worthy enough to produce your track?
Of course. Even on this, I got help, from Young Willis.
Okay.
It was meant to be the full log drum, but I had to settle for my logs because it just allowed the vocals to stay intact. But he put additional like vocal chants. Yeah. And then I had help from B20 as well. So of course I'm always open. It's just, I write and I compose before I now start figuring out the genre, the beat. So it can be hard for me to write on beats, I can't lie. I'm definitely not one take, one day cool. Which by the way I saw in real life happen. One day cool is amazing.
How would you rank it, being a producer first? Because I feel like when you approach music, because you're a producer and also like a composer, you're approaching it from so many different angles, as a listener, a composer, a producer, a songwriter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So which would you rank first? What comes first for you?
I definitely think I'm a composer first, because I always have something that it's very tight. Like the idea comes with what I want to say, how I feel about it, and chords are already playing in my head when the idea comes. So I never have a phrase. I have a phrase that has a tune. Okay. So that already sets in stone a lot of production elements that I feel I have to start, if anything. And I'm open to people developing after I've gotten my parts out, so that I know what I'm trying to do first.
Okay, so you genre bend a lot, right? And people have called your music so many things, from Afro escapism. Now it's Afro Trust Fund, and just recently you actually have to come out to say, listen, it's Afrobeats. Yeah. Why is it very important for you to continue to reiterate that, listen, it is Afrobeats?
Yeah, because I keep saying this, like African music is the beginning of all the other genres. So it doesn't make sense for me to try try the Pekin and then you're telling me that I can't have the Popsy. It's not.
I like it's a nice analogy.
We started this, so all the elements were blending back, I guess, into Afro. They go so well, if you haven't noticed, but some of it goes pretty well. So I don't think we need to like box African music, Afro pop, Afrobeats, whatever it is. We don't have to box it because it can do so much within one genre.
I want to ask a question though. Do you ever get excited before the release of any of your records, or it's just like a chore for you? Seeing as you already mentioned that, you're not trying to live in the moment.
I'm always nervous. So I'll probably just like be like, you know what? If they attack me, so be it. I've already said in my next song, It's two reactions. They will either love you or they will either slap me. And I'll take the two. Anyone. We're ready.
Well, what's the best advice you've ever gotten from anybody?
The best advice I've ever gotten from anyone is to always follow your gut and tune out the noise.
Wow.
How do you tune out the noise when it gets too noisy? Do you have anything specific that you like to do outside of the music?
Yes, before they before they before they demolished our beaches, I would always go to Good Beach and just clear my head. Yeah. So recently I've just really just been like going to Circle Mall and I'll just sit down outside on the benches. I just need outdoor like I just need trees or something. That's what I need.
I can understand that.
Of course you can. but I also want to ask another random question. If there was one song this year that you've absolutely fallen in love with, that's not your song, what song would that be?
Big Things by
Young John?
Young John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I really like that song. Unnecessarily high.
I was talking about aesthetics and just other things outside the music as regards artists. I kind of like love other things about them as people. And I saw that you co-directed How to Kill a Man. So is it something that you do? Do you co-direct most of your video? Is this a path that you would like to work as a director?
I'm very helpful creatively wherever you put me because I'm pretty much like I'm very random, so like I Google random things and I self-teach myself to figure out so many things. So I think I would work there. I would work in marketing. I would work in PR, whatever, I could try so many things. Right now I'm just trying to focus and figure out
on music.
I have one last question because of time. Whenever you get good news, who's the first person that gets a call?
My bestie, the 20.
The 20. Shout out to the 20.
Yes.
So that's the person you call every time.
Yes. Good news first and then my mom after.
Oh, wow.
Me, I have one question, Sha. You have said that melodrama and extreme emotions are often like a drive for your creativity, right? Especially, your first debut single was How to Kill a Man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like it was like a form to channel your anger, right? But then people are going to take what they want from your music anyway, regardless of how you feel. Exactly. However, when you step in the booth, you want something, you have reasons or things that you want people to feel, right? Yeah. So when people listen to your music, what emotions do you want them to take with them?
If anything, be able to just use it to not to just recollect what you've experienced, because I think the main thing with us emotionally is that when we feel things we really think we're the only ones, and then when we see that there's someone else that has felt the same thing or a community of people that have, it's not like it starts to fix the problem or anything, but it really just helps you to understand that at least the universe doesn't hate you, and like
you're not alone.
God doesn't hate you. Let's start there, and things happen and you can get over it. So yeah, that's what I want people to feel.